My name is Marzell and I'm studying psychology and sociology at Franklin Pierce University. When I was a senior in high school, I had to go to college, plain and simple. No one else in my family has gone to college, and I thought it'd be better for me to actually have a career, to have money, for one. I could tell, even as a senior in high school, like, economy's going down. I was a little stressed though because I had no savings at all. I was working, trying to help my mom with bills and such. I did not have the money at all. There was not even $20 in my bank account. Could not afford it. But luckily I found ways through financial aid to find different plans that I could use for school, and because of that I'm in college now and I do not regret it in any way, shape, or form. When choosing colleges, I could have gone to a community school, which would have been in my area, what people think would be easier. But actually, when I was looking at private schools, they were affordable. They actually, with Franklin Pierce right now, as much financial aid as I'm getting, I am graduating with more money in my pocket than I would if I went to a community college. It all depends on the individual, of course. If you want to go to a community college, that's perfectly fine. If it works for you, that's amazing. Just because you're going to college, period, doesn't matter what kind you're going to, you're still getting an education, you're still bettering yourself. I just found that with the Franklin Pierce University, which I'm at, that it had all the things I wanted. It had the education system I wanted, the financial aid packages I wanted, and the location was far from home, which I kind of wanted. So that's why I'm very happy that I went with a private school, and it's more than affordable if you make the right plans and go with financial aid. When I was thinking about college, my influence was kind of negatively, positively my family. No one in my family has graduated college. My mom did 2 years and then things happened and she didn't finish. My grandfather, before he died, he wanted me to he said that I'm going to college. Like, he wished he was able to see me to go to college, but he was sick. And I promised him I was going to go to college because no one else in our family has. And to be frank, my family's kind of poor. I have to admit, when I was in 8th and 9th grade, I was not thinking about college. I knew I was going to go at some point in the future, but was not top of my list. I was in NSYNC. That was my main thing. NSYNC and Powerpuff Girls, something like that. I know I'm a dork, alright? But I have to say, it's very good to start actually looking at colleges. Even if you could do tours, not only one, you're going to get a feel of how it is in college, too. I remember how I was in 8th and 9th grade, that if I talked to someone in college, I would be so cool. Like, oh my god, I talked to someone older, that's awesome! Also, a lot of colleges will waive the fee for application if you take a tour, and that doesn't expire. So if you take a tour and you get the waiver, then when you decide to hey, I'm gonna start applying for schools, you have this waiver so you don't have to pay for it. That always helps. And also, they keep your information too, if you go see the school and get tours or anything, or if you just look around. So that way, when you do decide that, hey, you're applying for schools, and even if it's not a school you really thought about going to, it could be a backup or something, it still looks good that you visited them so many years ago, that you get more information. And don't worry if you haven't chosen a field that you want to go into. I know I didn't choose psychology until junior year of high school. 8th and 9th grade, you're not really thinking about the career unless you're the kind of person who are. If you have a family that has this one career path and you love it, or if you want to be the opposite, your family's police officers, you want to be a firefighter or something. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. You can be undecided or you can have your career path. If you have a career path, it makes it a little easier. You can narrow down schools. If you're undecided, you're actually a little more open because you can just go for liberal arts, or you can go for a technical school, whatever you have hey, I'm really good at this and I want to avoid this. So it doesn't matter. It's really good to start looking at colleges because it's just going to help you. There's no detriment to you if you don't look at schools in 8th and 9th grade. I've made a lot of friends. I've had a lot of experiences. I've gone to many places through my school, not out of pocket either, which is wonderful. I'm cheap. I've had amazing foods. I've gotten so many different interests too that I wasn't really into before school. I've met different people. It's made me who I am now. I can honestly say before college I was not very outgoing. I was kind of angry at the world, honestly. I was that angry goth kid. Still goth, not angry. After college, getting involved, especially volunteering. Oh, I volunteer with animals because I'm going to psychology. People can wait. I'm going to deal with animals now. And just going from taking neuroscience and psychology of gender and then spending 3 hours once a week just staring at a cat play with a ball. You have no idea how relaxing that is. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that my school has presented me with so many opportunities to excel, because I've gotten better at a lot of fields. I thought I was horrible at math. I actually am okay with it. I have no problem with math. I prefer it over science. A lot more over science. Obviously I found out what I'm bad at. I'm bad at science. Chemistry, no. Anything with like facts and not good. I need discussion. I love philosophy. I love sociology. Creative writing, it took my soul. Originally was a minor, but I tried that out, that didn't work. But being involved has made college like more than just getting education, because I know when you're thinking about college, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to college so that looks good for me when I graduate and I'll get a better job. But when you get involved, of course you're going to have an even better job, because they say, hey, you were able to keep up like such grade point average and do all this on the side. Like, that shows that you can do more than what you applied for. And also, you're going to find other things you're interested in and be like, hey, maybe this career isn't good for me because I just tried this and not only am I good at it, I love it. You're going to meet people that you might be connections. Like right now, I know someone in China, Japan, and Brazil. I did not know anyone in those places beforehand. I have a place to stay if I ever visit. Amazing. Can't wait. Going to. And who knows, like, of course, like, you're gonna lose friends along the way. Same thing with high school. Not everyone stays all the whole time, but the friends you do make, the experiences you have with those people are gonna stay with you no matter what. No matter what happens, like, you guys can go your separate ways, you guys can still be best friends after graduation. Those experiences will still stay, and they will stay with you throughout the years, and they are going to help you evolve into whoever you're going to be. And you can't, I love that experience. I love knowing that, like, when I look around the campus, I know these people, and I remember what we did together, or what we saw together, and I can imagine myself when I'm on the stage at graduation, like, getting my diploma. I'm going to look out and be like, okay, this is going to be my last time seeing them, but I'm always going to remember them for the things we've done. Financial aid. Apply. Really, it's easy to do. If you need help, there's definitely someone at your school that can help you fill out the forms if you find them intimidating or something. It'll help you out in the long run. It's free money, really. I know you can't say no to money. Just fill it out. It's fine. It takes like 5 minutes. On my campus, as far as like role models and such, I have to say almost everyone, staff and faculty I've met. I work very closely with director of clubs, Bill Bearsley. I call him the Reverend. He's adorable. And that man is so sweet and so nice, and I don't know. He's the representative of everyone on campus. All the staff, everyone I've met, they really care about you, and they want to see you succeed. And they're always like, "Hey, you okay? Like, we saw you're having trouble with this. Do you need any help?" And I'm just like, "Oh, that's so cute." They've all they're not pushing me at all to like continue, but I want to continue seeing them. So I'm like, okay, I need to pass these classes in order to continue going to school and seeing them. So, and they always tell me like, hey, you should try out for this. I think I do really well in it, and I'll do it. And I'm like, oh wow, you're right, I do very good in this. So basically everyone on my campus that's staff or faculty has really influenced me in some way or form. One thing about my school is I'm on the exec board for Alana, which is Asian Latino, Latina, African, Native American. Basically, it's an exec board that tries to provide financial assistance or mentorship for the minorities on campus. And Franklin Pierce University has 10% minority population, which is ironically more than the state of New Hampshire. It's in Ridge, New Hampshire, which is basically 100% non-minority, but our campus is very diverse. And on the exec board, basically trying to bring diversity to the campus. There's forums throughout other clubs and such on campus that they try to bring different fields, different minorities, like Asians, Spanish. We try to make sure everyone's aware of that. And just because you live in New Hampshire, like, don't think that you're not going to be represented on your campus. One, you do have to have an open mind. Like, don't think that you have to be surrounded by nothing but your race, because that's just going to make less opportunities for yourself. I'm kind of mixed myself. I'm Italian, Native American, African American, and Irish. My family got around the world. And I love every part of my family, of my background, and I grew up in the cities too. I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, and Waterbury, Connecticut. New Haven, for those of you who've been there, is very diverse. So being up here wasn't really that big of a deal to me, but I know some other students who are just like, hey, I can't get weave up here. I don't wear weave, but I know a lot of people who do, so I understand how that is. Or they can't get their nails done. Our campus provides shuttles to Keene. In Keene, you can get pretty much everything you need. Also, surprisingly, the Walmart has a very good ethnic hair section. This is partly because of that, okay? And you just need to be able to look for yourself. And ask anyone on campus, really. Most people on campus are very nice, especially if you're new. They can tell because you're kind of lost, and just go like, "Hey, can you give me any tips or anything?" So don't be rude about it, I suppose. And also, the campus, like the food, there's always different clubs having different things. Like I'm the president of Anime Club, and we have bubble tea. For those who are Filipino, you know bubble tea. The Black Student Alliance Club has Caribbean Night, which has nothing but soul and Caribbean food. International clubs, we used to have International Food Night, which was French, Italian, Spanish. We once had like some Polish dishes. There's always Japanese and Chinese dishes. My name is Marzell, and I believe that all New Hampshire students can be college bound.